Well, welcome back to AM Kentucky. We are joined now by local author Nadine Sterner and her inspiration for her book, her daughter Mallory Sterner, and adopted pet Bandit. And you hear Bandit here. He is just full of energy. How sweet. Welcome, you both.
Thank you.
And Bandit, too. We're glad to have you here. And show us your book, and people can see it behind us, too. This is Bandit the Pound Hound, and he is a curious little guy. So, Nadine, tell me how the book came about.
The book came about because I wanted to tell Bandit's story. When we first got him, he was skin and bones. He was eating cardboard off of boxes in our home. He was scared of people. And now he's thriving, and he loves everybody.
He is.
And I wanted to give back to the Humane Society in a unique way. I wanted to raise awareness for their needs and for all that they do to help animals. So I thought I'll write a book and I'll tell his story.
Okay, and you incorporated your gorgeous daughter in it.
Thank you.
And so how did she become a part of it?
Well, this book is actually a true story about Mallory and Bandit. I took her to the Humane Society where I told her she could pick out a small dog, and they did not have any small dogs. So we ended up with Bandit. He was the saddest dog at the pound.
Oh.
And it's an inseparable bond. They're buddies.
Oh, that's really cool. So do you take him running or walking or?
We take him to the bark park sometimes, and he's really attached to us. He'll play for a little bit, and then he comes and finds us. And so we're glad that we were able to help him because he definitely was through a lot, and we think he was pretty abused. So it's nice knowing that we rescued him, and now he has such a loving home. And he's a really good dog.
That's really wonderful. Now, is your book available yet, or you have a launch party? Will it officially be available at the when you launch the book?
At the launch, it will be available on Saturday from 11 to 1 at the Humane Society, and we will be doing book readings. I will be signing copies. People can get their photograph taken with Bandit. It's also available on Amazon, Amazon.com.
Okay, great. And I love the title, Bandit the Pound Hound. And so during the book launch at the Humane Society, you're going to be doing a reading as well. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if people wanted to bring their kids down and check out the pound and all that they do, and maybe bring some dog food or something, and just get familiar with the Humane Society and all that they do and what their needs are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's really wonderful that you've decided to give some of the proceeds from the book back to the Humane Society, because they really do. When we bring the pets in our home, they bring so much. And without the Humane Society, we wouldn't have these little animals in our home and a part of our family. So I was going to ask, is this your first book?
This is actually not my first book.
It's not.
I've always written since I was a kid as a hobby. And about a year and a half ago, I decided to release 2 devotionals to offer hope and encouragement to people going through a hard time. And I never thought about writing a children's book, but the idea came to me to talk about Bandit and tell his story and raise awareness. So I decided to do that.
Yeah, and do you think there'll be follow-ups to Bandit the Pound Hound?
I would love for people to get to know Bandit better, so possibly. Time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
And she is giving you a run or he is giving you a run for your money there. All right. Well, thank you, Mallory and Nadine, for coming in today and showing the book. And I love how you put your family in the book.
Yes.
It's about them.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Well, Bandit the Pound Hound signing and reading and launch by author Nadine Sterner is Saturday at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society from 11 to 1. For more info, call 783-9404. We'll be right back.